Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba reviews. Brunch. Evan is too angry to talk. Brunch. Why? Why do we do this? We do this because we are hungry. We do this because people have gathered communally over food for going on a pretty long time now. I don't know what they did before football on Sundays or NCAA basketball games. They would eat some turkey legs and like look at jousting or like Christians getting fed to lions or something like that, and had some nice French toast to go along with it. Maybe you just don't feel like cooking. Maybe you have this idea in your head that it would be nice to socialize with groups of your peers. You are wrong. Also, day drinking is more socially acceptable when you're not at home in the shower crying. So the first step for going out and having a successful brunch is choosing a spot to go. And that means narrowing it down to whose artisanal, locally sourced, fair trade, raisin bran will your friends not shut up about the most. Second step, you have to get there. And inevitably, it's going to be the one that's all the way across town from wherever it is you live. So you have to schlep your little self into a car, or if you're really ambitious and you don't have a car, onto public transit. You get to the place. You put your life, or more accurately your afternoon, into the hands of a freshly scrubbed host or hostess who will cheerfully inform you that there is a 3 to 5 hour wait for a spot at a table, which is probably near the door, which keeps opening and is full of cold air. And at this point, you are just butt to elbow with... Okay. It's just a sea of pasty white faces waiting to eat, I don't know, potatoes. And no one looks like they're enjoying themselves. The people who are waiting are just kind of like hovering over the people who are seated and eating, and just kind of gazing longingly at the scraps of bagels, like bagel vultures or something like that, or, underfed ghosts. It's just a really sad, sad time. And the people who are seated and eating, they just look really upset too, because there are so many people waiting for the chance to be doing what they're doing, which is having awkward conversations or no conversations at all, because there's always that couple that you see who is on their phones the entire time. Maybe they're looking at Tinder profiles of people who they would rather be having brunch with. Who knows? But those people are there. Also, there is the screaming baby who is seated next to you for some reason. You're the only table that's shared with strangers because the place is so packed. They ask if you can make an exception, and you're too nice and also scared to say no. So you finally order food, and you're so just done with the whole experience by this point that you order literally the second thing that you look at on the menu, because you're a vegetarian and the first thing has meat. And it's like eggs or something, like with some peppers maybe and a piece of toast. And you're looking at this food when it finally gets there, and you've asked the waitress for water like 4 times, and she hasn't brought you water, but she's brought you more alcohol, which is great. You're looking at this food and you're like, you know what? I could do this. I could do this at home. This is very nice of them to go out of their way on a Sunday afternoon to cook some eggs for me, but I can scramble things. I know the difference between vegetable oil and olive oil and butter. I know things. I'm going to go home and make myself some eggs next time. I implore you, if you have ever made an egg before, it's probably going to be about the same experience. Except there won't be anyone staring over your shoulder. If you really miss that part of it, you can call me. I will come to your house and stare over your shoulder while you're eating, and you will have the complete brunch experience. Brunch gets 0 out of 5 Bloody Marys, because you should not have to specify that you would like your drink to not have an entire fried chicken in it.